It's Monday. Joined by Andy Tate and Jay Motti from Scotty and Motti podcast. Great podcast. You go and check it out. You nearly at 1,000 subs.
No, we're nearly there. So with your help, my friend, and the help of the
After
viewers,
you've watched this, go have a look. Scotty and Motti. When's he coming on anyway?
He's coming on tomorrow. We're getting him on the podcast tomorrow.
I'm not here tomorrow.
That's why he's coming in. I'm only joking. He's not. He's one of the few people that actually genuinely likes you. But he's coming in tomorrow to do the podcast. I'm going to get him on the Brew. We've got so many people that we're going to get on this Brew that are like, oh, because it's live and it's like drama.
Don't say fuck or bugger. You
yeah, you know what it's like trying to get the certain people that we're trying to get on, but we will make it happen very soon.
We're getting Brian McClare on.
We need to get Chucky on.
Oh, yeah.
And what we're going to do is we're going to have a 19-part why the European Cup Winners' Cup run in 1991 was the catalyst for everything that Sir Alex Ferguson did.
I love the fact you want to get him, which is going to happen. Well, we've already sort of put the feelers out with him. And we're going to talk about the final where he ballooned it over and he didn't score. not the 94 final where he scored, or the 92 final where he scored the winner. No, let's talk about the one where he didn't, where Sparky got all the headlines.
It's not about that. It's about the run, Jay. And he was an integral part of the run. Old Chucky was.
He sure was, man.
So. And not only that, he's had a phenomenal career. You're the first person to score, was it more than 20 goals in a season since George Best?
Well said, yes. I think it's 20 league goals. And also, I mean, if you look at it with Chucky, just quickly on it, you know, technically Fergie's second ever signing, because with Anderson beat him to signing. But also, he came back as a coach. Coached the likes of Pogba, Marcus, Brandon.
Was Academy Development Director or something? Academy Director?
You're talking about, what is it, a 25-year connection to the club.
Fantastic.
So
fantastic.
He's been on the channel. He was on with Angelina and Emma. Yeah, I had a chat with them. He said we should buy Harry Kane, which went down like a lead balloon in the comments. But that's his mentality. Who scores the most goals? Who's going to get him? That's, sort of old school United.
Pretty much why he ended up here, wasn't it?
Yeah, he was the top scorer in Europe. He was at the time, I think. So Fergie went and got him. But yeah, we'll get him back in. He said he's been on with us as well, hasn't he?
Yeah. Don't mention an half bank in '88. Sky and a pelter in the FA Cup. Don't mention that.
I like Brian McClare. By the time, like the back end of Cantona and that, he was a bit more of a bit part player and that, wasn't he? But still very much a good squad player. The ability is to be able to go from being a 20-goal-a-season striker like he was. Imagine, like Tony Marshall just moving into being like a holding midfielder.
It's mad, isn't it?
It is mad, and that's what he did, and he achieved it. And at the time he was doing that, he was playing like alongside of and instead of and rotated in and out with fucking Roy Keane.
Yeah, it's mad because he was sort of went into midfield when Robbo was coming towards the end of his time at United, and then just as Keano's arriving, so you're sandwiched between the two greatest midfielders of all time.
Yeah, and you're not stinking the place out and making people wig out.
All, man.
So that shows you the quality of how good he was, and because that must be difficult for people to be able to transition into like another position. Ryan Giggs did it effectively at the top, but there's not many can do that.
No, Rooney sort of did it, didn't he?
No.
A little bit.
No, he didn't.
You're not having that?
No, he didn't.
Right, okay.
He played deeper than he started, but no. I mean, he did it in the Championship with Derby, but it's the Championship and it's Derby. Giggs did it at the top.
Right, I'm not going to argue that one, for once.
And that's before everyone was like, he fucking hates Rooney. No, it's just factual. And
no, I mean,
Rooney
I get where
United
you're coming
was
from.
Phenomenal. And actually maybe even underrated how good he was at United.
What do you reckon, Andy? Do you think Rooney's underrated? I think he's got a point there, but, can you be underrated and be United's ever greatest goal scorer?
Rooney peaked in 2010 and he sort of went off when he got his injury against Bayern Munich. I think that was it. And he was on a downward spiral after that.
I disagree. Moyes' season would have been a lot worse if it weren't for Rooney's form. Rooney with that thing on his napper. Yeah. Dangerous
I'll tell you what, you mentioned the injury. If he didn't get that injury against Bayern Munich and he didn't get that injury against Portugal, we win the Champions League in 2010 and we win the Euros in 2004. And England does, sorry.
We don't have a crappy World Cup in 2010.
In the 2004 Euros, Wayne Rooney was as good as any footballer I've seen at any point ever. He was, 18?
Something like
Euros.
Something silly like
and
that.
Just doing whatever he wanted.
Oh yeah,
He was like,
Remember
should I
just banging him
just-
in for like
should I
25
just
yards.
fucking score now.
mate.
Bored.
Croatia, wasn't it? It's Croatia match. Yeah.
That's what I mean. And like, he got, we could have won it. We would have won it, I think. Was it Greece won it that season, didn't they? That year, sorry.
Yeah.
So, could have happened.
Got a super chat from Joe. He says, have Leeds been given the we nearly got a point at Anfield trophy? Can't be doing with the love fest from opposition fans and pundits with Leeds already.
Can I just applaud?
Yeah,
That
you
is
can.
the best super chat I've ever seen. That's the best chat I've ever. Well said, Joe.
I'm
Joe
in
Swarbrick,
I'm
you
torn-
absolute legend.
I'm torn here, like, because I am a big Bielsa fan.
Oh, do you know what? This is the one thing with you I cannot get on board with.
Right, but listen to what I'm saying.
Go
Have
on.
you seen me giving any Leeds propaganda this week? No. Have you seen me talk about Bielsa at all this week? No, you fucking haven't.
Good.
I keep my
John.
cards close to my chest, right? Big time. And I watch him, and I go, fucking hell, it's all right, him. And I say it to me and me only, right? Because I can't be fucking giving Leeds anything. Here's what I'm hoping. He keeps going tits up at Barcelona, and they get on the phone and go, oh, my God, me old fella. Come on down. That's what I'm. And then I can come out of the Bielsa closet.
Right, I don't know why I'm going to ask this question because it's going to send us right down a rabbit hole, but I'm going to ask it anyway. Apologies, viewers, already. Why do you love Marcelo Bielsa so much?
He's off his fucking tits.
What's he done that's so amazing? Why does everyone love this guy so much? He hasn't won that many things.
Well, do you know why he's not won anything?
Forgive me, I'm not au fait.
Do you know
with,
why he's not won anything?
Everything with managers.
Because he's the opposite of Pep Guardiola. Pep
What,
Guardiola
he's-
hops from big lily pad to big lily pad to big lily pad.
Does Bielsa employ his own doctor? Just as a question that's not related to anything you've said whatsoever. Just as a question I've got for my own peace of mind.
No, I don't know.
Okay, that's interesting. Carry on.
Whereas Bielsa, like, could you see Pep Guardiola saying yes to taking a Bilbao job? You go, hang on, we're going to give you this job, right? You're about, at best, the fourth biggest, absolute best ever he's ever getting is you're the fourth best team in this country. And not only that, we kind of don't like foreigners. We kind of don't like spending any cash. So you can pick anyone you want so long as they were born within an hour of our stadium. And he's like, are you off your fucking tits? Bielsa was like, cool story. Let me get them into Europe and let me knock Manchester United out.
That performance by them at Old Trafford was ridiculous.
Marseille haven't been the biggest team in France since the 90s. Yeah? Everywhere he goes, he goes and takes mad underdog jobs. Leeds have been out of the Premier League for how long?
15.
Fantastic
16 years.
16 years.
16 wonderful, wonderful years.
Absolute
Golden
fucking
years.
fantastic.
Yeah.
And he's brought him back up. Would someone else have brought him back up? Maybe. They were starting to knock on that door anyway, weren't
I
they?
see Zane's got his mum's
Yeah,
credit
but-
card
Yeah,
again.
But fuck him.
All right.
Yeah, they were knocking on the door for like 2 seasons before he came.
So now he's come in, and he's got a slightly different mentality to all of the other coaches that you'll see at that level. And the result is you'll get some games like at Anfield the other night, which I thought was a great game of football. But you'll get some twattings. Like City might stick like 6 past them and not concede.
I didn't watch it. I saw the goals, some of the goals. Obviously, Van Dijk had a bit of a stinker.
competed.
Trent Alexander-Arnold had a bit of a stinker. And
what
I
you
saw
gotta
the lad
beat.
give away the penalty. Is it Rodrigo? Was it the lad who gave away the penalty?
You got to compete, and Leeds have got a competing chance of at least staying up in the Premier League. My defence might be a bit of a problem, but I see Leeds mid-table. That's it.
You've done Ellen Road, haven't you?
Yeah, it's not a nice place.
No, I'm not going back there.
Yorkshire
Even when
Police.
Carl's back,
No-
you've done Ellen Road.
Not a nice place, Ellen Road.
no, mate.
I've done it. I've done it in the 90s.
You might, because you've served, you might just about be prepared for it.
Right.
Best
Do you know who used
Maybe.
to sponsor Ellen Road was Hesco. Right.
Who they?
Google Hesco, Hesco, right? Hesco was. I'll Google it here for you, look,
Right.
so you can see what we're talking about. Hesco was literally the brand of basically the bastion walls that they build all our camps out of Fingin. That sponsored.
That's very fitting. Because
Yeah. So if
that's probably what
if I
you
search
might, I might
Hesco
say it with me if I ever went again. Not that I
Ellen
will.
Road. Last time I drove past it, it had Hesco all over the fucker. Yeah, it sponsored them. Yeah, look at that. Hesco.
Honestly, mate.
Hesco Bastion. Literally, bulletproof walls.
That is so fitting. Because I've done some ways, mate. But when I went to Leeds, man, it was an eye opener. I've never been closer to a copper than I was. That I was like,
Oh yeah. Was it last time we played him? Was it 2011?
It was
Him with his
the
fucking
Carl-
sunglasses
Carl-
on.
what are you doing, you, Mr. Cool Dude there?
Mr.
Calvin?
Free Coffees.
Hey, yeah. That's our producer Cal, who's told us today he can drink 3 coffees.
Shane in the comments said, Howson loves the sound of his own voice, but he's so uninteresting it hurts. Why don't you log off then, you fucking gimp? How about that?
He's actually said Howso.
Yeah.
I don't
Spell
know
it
if that's
right,
So
lad.
fucking sling
a
it, you
Freudian
nerd.
slip or if he's being...
Sling it, nerd.
Right.
Our Leeds in the 90s, mate. I went a couple of times and it's a very intimidating atmosphere. I've had, like I say, I know people who's... There was a guy I know, he was there with his son and he was in a sling getting on the coach after the match.
Yeah.
I think we lost 1-0 and Leeds fans tried to attack him and he grabbed the fire extinguisher to protect himself. And he's only recently got over a heart condition at that time as well. And he protecting himself and his son. So Leeds are fucking hit and run. They're fucking brain dead folks. Back then they was, maybe not now.
Well, when we went, I remember it all kicked off. I got spat on, racially abused, and called a Munich and all this lot going into the ground. Some woman who stood near me got bottled, and a few of the lads I was with were like, they kept us in for like an hour and a half, as you expect after the game. It was in the Carling Cup, as it was called then, when Pogba was playing first time round and Owen scored. And a few of the lads were like, after we come out, right, let's get into these lot, let's come and find him. I was like, I'll meet you at the coach, lads.
They mock us for what happened at Munich. Yeah, they nearly had a near fucking miss of their own. Is it like with David O'Leary's team in 2004 and 5?
I don't, yeah, but
I
don't think that mentality. I think as well, I think that I'm not going to tar him over that same brush. That was my experience of that.
I've got some Leeds gags that I
but
could say right now, but I'm not going to say
Let's
them.
not do this.
How about we don't? Yeah.
Yes. Thank you. For all concerned, let's just say the rivalry at times has been quite volatile.
War of the Roses.
It's fuck all to do with that.
Yeah.
It is. It goes back from the 60s with Don Revie all through the 70s, man. Because my dad experienced it.
Yeah,
I've seen it.
My dad warned me about Ellen Road.
Yeah,
I didn't listen.
Mel Sterling equalised for, was it Leeds Old Stretford in '91. The Leeds fans were in Stretford End.
Anyway, one good thing is we're getting Gareth Bale. James Cooper says the interest is real and he's reliable.
Another dead duck.
Mates, what you fucking doing? Leave it on them two while they talk and I sort this out. Jesus fucking Christ.
Mates, seamless that, right? He said it's not nonsense for starters, James Cooper. He hasn't said, we're getting him. He's just said the interest is real. It's not nonsense. If we don't get Sancho, would you take Bale for a season?
For a season, yes, but it comes with baggage, big baggage, and a lot of wages. What's going to be the price for him?
Well, apparently, and I know there's lots of caveats and ifs and buts and maybes, but it could be a similar situation. I was sort of saying this morning on the paper talk, where we had with Sanchez with Inter, where we gave Inter some towards his wages, or we paid his wages, or whatever, however you do it. Real could do something similar because his wages are astronomical, and they're never going to get someone to take all those wages up. They pay half and we pay half, sort of thing, and we have him for a season.
Basically, what we just did with Inter and Sanchez.
Yeah, that's it. So,
all he's been doing last few months is playing golf.
I mean, is it a Sanchez scenario, though, Steve? Does it feel like that to you? If him coming here, like Alexis Sanchez came here from Arsenal, when he's past his best, he's not as motivated as he could be, and it upsets everyone, or is he still a world-class player who's got something left in the tank?
Who knows?
It's the same bracket.
Let's be real. It is the same bracket, but honestly, who knows? If he's just really not been digging it at Real Madrid because he's fell out with Zidane or whatever it is, and he wants to get out of the place, you don't know if him getting out of the place sparks him. That might be enough. No, he's always wanted to come and play at United. His old man literally fucking told us he wanted to play for United. Do you know the summer he signed for Madrid?
Yeah.
He was at a trial day, and Jadon was at a trial day. And Kev Campbell, Arsenal striker, at the time there was all sorts going on with Bale to United, wasn't there? And his old man was there, and he was like, you should go and have a word with him, to me. And I was like, why, who is it? And he's like, it's Bale's dad. Bale I think he's got, is it twin brothers he's got? They was on trial. So I went and had a word with him, and he was just fucking open. And I said, is he coming to United? He went, probably not. He goes, I think Madrid are fanning about over how they're paying it, like instalments or whatever. He said, I think United have bid, but he goes, he wants to go to Madrid. And I was like, oh, okay. And he goes, I think he'll play for you one day, though. He goes, I think he wants to play for United at some point in his career. So every time I see a Bale rumour, that conversation goes in my head, and I go, can't dismiss it.
It's weird because I remember one of my first press conferences. I think it was Fergie talking about it. Someone asked him about Bale, and he said that Southampton. It was a similar thing with Shearer. Southampton or the manager at Southampton had said like, wait until the summer or whatever before you contact him or make an offer, or
But someone else had jibbed in.
and Tottenham got in, and then he'd already had his head turned, and he was like, "Oh, Tottenham are in for me." I think actually Tottenham did the deal. I don't even think it was that. I think it was the case of Tottenham got in there, and Fergie was being respectful and just saying, "Right, I'll wait." That's what I've been told by the Southampton manager. No, or upset him, or upset their season, or whatever. And Tottenham literally got him to sign an agreement, and it was a done deal. And then he went there, and I mean, there was a time at Spurs where he was linked with a move to, I think, was it Birmingham or somewhere for like $4 million. Because you remember his first couple of seasons at Spurs, he had that record, didn't he? He wasn't on a winning...
24 games.
24 games where he didn't win a game. He wasn't in a winning Spurs team for 24 games.
When he was a left back.
Yeah, and it was like, this kid's a waste of time sort of thing. Obviously, he wasn't. And then he massively turned it around or
The only way to take it is if we can't get Sancho, we'd take Bale, but they cut the deal for Reguilon as well because they want the buyback option. You scrap that, we'll take Bale and Reguilon off you.
Telling you
Andy
what,
Tate making more moves than fucking Ed Woodward here.
that is an excellent idea. Clip that up. And remember that. Yeah. Someone send it to Woodward and Judge.
Vishra in the comments has got a great idea though. He said, in case you forgot, Ollie's at the wheel, which is an excellent point, well made. But he says, I don't think his vision fits Bale in the squad. Now that is a very, very good point because Ollie has cleared off a lot of that mentality in the squad. And he's bringing in a lot of younger, hungrier players. Now, is half of the issue supposedly with Thiago down to, well, he seems like he just wants the money and he's not really asked about United. And is that why United are holding off? For me, the footballer Thiago is fucking unbelievably good. But if Ollie's like, not sure about his personality, I have to go with Solskjaer's judgment on that for now.
Yeah,
if he's trying to build a mentality of a squad.
He's just got rid of... I mean,
he's got a valid point because he's won everything, Thiago, now, hasn't he? And it's one last payday before he calls it a day.
You don't come to the Premier League for a last payday and it work. You don't go to the hardest place you could go.
I'm completely deluded here in thinking he does have some sort of fondness for United, wasn't there? Remember we were linked with him in 2013, there was pictures of him as a kid in United kit and all that stuff, doing the rounds. I think someone just said it in the chat there. I'm not saying that he's like a mad red who, used to stand on the Stretford end. But when we... I hate referring to people as criticism. We spoke to someone who covers Bayern and they were saying that, he likes United.
Hell of a dash that if he's a kid.
Straight over he's come over from Spain to watch United.
On a Saturday and go back.
Funnily enough, yeah, Chucky was his favourite player. Talking to Chucky, there you go. I just made all that up.
How old is he?
29. I mean, you got at least two.
It might be a Beckham or Scholes fan.
Not the strangest thing I've ever heard in my life. Could be.
Very bad transfer window for United. It's not over yet. But there is only 3 weeks left of it.
It's concerning. It is concerning.
So far, it's not been disastrous. Van de Beek is a good player, but...
Didn't lose anyone we wanted to keep.
Going back to your point about mentality, seems that Ollie's done a lot to get rid of the players he doesn't think are up for it or have the right mentality necessarily, because he's got rid of some players who are decent, but maybe he just doesn't feel they have the right mindset, perhaps. So maybe, I don't know. Maybe
I think you have to trust him until we get evidence to the contrary.
How
I think you
dare
have to
you
trust
the
him.
manager, Steve? What is wrong with you?
Toss.
I've always backed him
You'll be getting behind the team next, you crazy bastard.
I've always backed him since day one. I've questioned him
when we're going
sometimes.
back in, lads. Because up until last week, there was a rumour that the Palace game was going to have 12,000 of us in.
I know.
Well, I say us. More like executives. I don't think us fucking great on washing the Stretford end was getting in.
How's it work anyway? 12,000 spread out across a 76,000 seat stadium.
It's doable.
Can I get in my seat? Or is that what they do? They throw a computer which goes like fucking 1 metre that way, 1 metre that way, and they just move it 1 seat every game. And if it lands on you, it's like winning the lottery, you're in. Which means now most people then go in on their own. You're not going in with a family.
I can't go with my dad.
No.
You know what I mean? I went to my first match on Saturday, FA Cup, Ramsbottom via Earlham with my dad.
Who won?
Ramsbottom 4-1. First match since the Manchester derby. Nearly 5 months, me and my dad watching a game.
Yeah, I've got a as well.
Yeah, wasn't your first match, Andrew.
Oh, sorry.
And I hope you were cheering on Erling, by the way, when you were at that game.
I did. And to be fair, Erling's goal was the best of the lot.
What you say? M44 on the map. Yeah.
McTominay's goal was the last goal I saw at Old Trafford.
And do you know what?
Yeah.
I missed it. Because I had to go and do the radio thing that we were doing, the phoning on Devils. So I left just before it like an absolute whopper.
Right rum away since then, me.
I know, I've seen him just being sat next to you for some of it.
I think we drunk a lot since that Manchester derby.
What's that lad saying?
Which one?
The one in the super chat? We can play Bale for 1 year, then go for Sancho next year. Yeah, that might work.
Yeah. So why not?
Strange. This is the problem, right? We've got, if we were to go for, say, for example, I'll use him as an example, get my words out. Say we went for someone like Kingsley Coman, who's 24, then you're not getting Sancho next season, are you? I know we're not going to get Coleman before anyone goes, we're not going to get him anyway, but I'm using that as an
the thing
example.
is, there has been some legit
let's say we went, all right, we'll have Coleman for 75 mil. Then you're not going to go next season and spend 110 million on Sancho or 100 million on Sancho. You're getting one or the other. At least if you did get Bale, it's...
Yeah, if we don't get Sancho this summer, next summer, it's going to be a supermarket for everybody's going to be in on it. Barcelona,
do you reckon
Real Madrid.
Do you reckon that we've heard this
if
before? I've heard this with Pogba for 3 years.
If he has a good season,
we'll only get him 1 more year. And
right?
Then,
can I just throw a potential spanner in the works?
Please do.
So, Chong,
Heath
fella, didn't pull up any trees at United in the first team.
Oh no, I know where this is going. Go on.
He actually won back-to-back 18s and 23s Player of the Year, but he did so in 12 games, 6 in each, which is a fucking joke. Did all right in them 6 games. I personally don't think he's got enough in his bag of tricks to be able to beat people 1v1. I think he's quite ordinary. I think he's all right running at space. He's very direct. But I don't think he's got the level of ability of Rashford. Don't think he's got the level of ability anywhere near Mason. I think he's almost very Dan James-ish. Like, he's quick and he's direct, but he's a bit bigger.
Right, go on. No, go on. You know more about him than I do. I'm not going to argue with that point. Go on.
He's gone to Germany and started fucking belonging the goals.
I knew this was coming. I knew it.
So how do we exchange rate what happens in Germany versus what happens in England?
I mean,
Bundesliga is a bit like one-sided at the moment, isn't it? It's like
I get it.
You got the top league and you got the middle of league. It's just like the Premier League.
Sancho's performances and numbers and all the rest of it are that good, and he's that young that you think he can come to the Premier League and do a job, and he will get better. And also, he's not going to come here and be our only attacking option. He's going to come here and be part of one of the, for me, the best attack lines in Europe, if not the best. I mean that. Because Mason's going to get better. Marcus, in fact, all 3 of them, Marcus, Marshall and Mason, have got other levels to reach. And potentially you're looking at 3 very, world-class players there. And Jaden's going to come in. Jaden, because he's my mate. He's going to come in and rotate probably with them. So you're not going to have a situation where he comes in, it's like, do you remember I don't know, Falcao came in, or Di Maria even, I know they came together and it was like all eyes were on them and it was everything about them, and it's not going to be like that. I mean, if Mason carries on playing the way he's playing and gets better, Sancho's going to have a job getting in the team. It sounds crackers, but Martial just had his best season. Marcus had his best season. If Mason keeps going the way he's going, then you're going to have to rotate, and there might be times when Jadon Sancho, despite being a massive signing, might have to sit on the bench.
Why are people saying Chong at left back?
I don't know. I didn't watch the Werder Bremen game. Oh, there you go. Mitz is telling us. He what, sorry?
He played at left back in Europa League, didn't he?
Oh, yeah. He played at left back. I forgot about that. I mean, I don't know a lot about Chong. What I saw for the first team for United in his cameos, I wasn't impressed with. I was talking to Dave Pritt about this the other day on the academy thing, and he was saying, because he was the one that called it, didn't he? He called Gomez going and Chong going alone. He's like the only man in the world that was saying that. And he was like, that's what's going to happen. And he was right.
There was a few twists and turns with Gomez right in the end, right at the death. When he'd actually left the club, someone at United phoned him up and was like, don't go anywhere yet.
Bit of an issue.
I've already cleared out my locker.
Bit of an issue with that one. That's like Paul Ince, isn't it? With that one. Fergie rang him and he said he had the Inter representatives in his kitchen, and he got a phone call from Fergie saying just hang fire on the signing, and he was like,
the pen's in my hand, mate.
don't know. These guys look a bit serious. Don't ever want to do that because Fergie was umming and ahhing about whether Nicky Butt was quite ready.
Yeah. And he was.
He was.
Even though I was gutted about it going. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to pretend now it's fashionable. I was gutted.
You can't win anything with kids, really, could you? You know what I mean? And the rest, as they say, is history.
Bale and Sancho's a very interesting one, I think.
In many ways, even though it's crackers, it makes a lot of sense. Do you know what I mean?
In a way. I'm wondering, at United trying to stall on every other deal because the money's set aside for him. And if we don't get him...
We could end up with nothing.
You're absolutely right, it could.
We could look red face come transfer day.
What's annoying is they go,
I'm more concerned with the defence. I want to shore up the defence before
they're like,
they attack.
oh, it takes so long for us to do a deal. But they got that Donny van de Beek deal literally done in about 22 minutes by the sounds of things. Woke up on Sunday morning and there was a couple of rumours. By tea time, it was like, I think United are going to...
Do you know how bad
And
it
then by
was?
Sunday night, it's
Holiday
done.
Monday.
Every ITK account, like, I don't mean the real ones, I mean like the people that pretend. Not even they had anything like where they'd mentioned it just in passing. It was just like a complete came out of nowhere.
We record the transfer review on a Friday,
Yeah.
And it goes out Saturday morning. There was no mention of Van der Beek in that.
That's amazing. For a club like United, like the amount of stories, we know it. We do the paper talk every day. We do the transfers lives at night. You do the transfer review. For us not to have anything where it was like United are in for him. There was, I mean, I think Casey on one of his paper talks said, United are monitoring him or whatever,
say
or looking
last
at
week,
him.
wasn't it? Or,
Well, yeah, but
Yeah.
like, you know, these are reports that come out and, you know, you say this is what's being reported.
I've had wind of... The only thing I've had wind of this year is Sancho, and it's hardly groundbreaking. Because, I'll give you the scoop.
Go on.
He wants to come United. So, like, do you know what I mean? But you look at Dick, if I tweet that now, listen,
Doesn't
got it
stop
on
a
good
lot-
authority.
Doesn't stop a lot of people doing that.
I've got it on good authority that Sancho
We
wants
had
to
this
come
last
to
summer.
United.
We had this last
Fucking does he, Steve? Wow.
Hang on a minute, wait. Steve's just some...
We had this last summer with Bruno. He's coming, it's done, it's coming, he's done, and
Right.
it never fucking happened.
Someone at the club basically said to me, don't know where that's coming from. We're not in for him. And guess what? And at the
All
same
of a sudden,
time...
we are in January.
Yeah, but at the same time, they said they've looked at him, but we're not in for him. And at the same time, they was like, here's what's going on with Maguire. And what they said
did
was...
things not change with Bruno, though, slightly, because of Pogba's just absence? And for me, the weird,
I only
the weird
spoke to
thing
that
was
guy
that
in the summer.
the weird thing with that was the Burnley defeat,
Yeah.
and then all of a sudden it was
Everybody was...
It'd been going on, yeah.
Everybody was really pissed.
I mean, you know, we've all
Yeah, and that,
been here
yeah.
at this club when it's gone pretty toxic, but after Burnley, it felt like a new low.
And everybody was after Woodward, and even he was getting his collar felt.
That was when they all went to his house and that, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, they've shown they can do deals with quickness there. You know, they also shown like, last summer we didn't bid for Bruno. What, right or wrong, whether you think we should have or we didn't.
No.
And we went in January and we got him. You know, the Sancho one, since last summer, because I remember so many articles was coming out last summer and they were saying Sancho doesn't want to come because United haven't got Champions League. It was a lie last summer. It's a lie this summer. It's never been an issue. The issue's only ever been, will United meet what Dortmund want? If we do, he will come to United. And that has not changed since like fucking June last year.
I don't think he's ever
throw
going to
90
change.
million.
What's he saying about Schmeichel there?
Jay, what are your thoughts on Peter Schmeichel? On a reel, was it worse than Tevez or Andy Cole?
Well, yes.
Playing
It's
for
not the
City.
fact that where he ended up, where he went. It's his actions whilst he was playing for them. Maybe Tevez was just as bad with his RIP Fergie nonsense as well. Andy Cole did nothing wrong. I've got no qualms. Andy Cole's an absolute legend.
Yeah, I'm not
Exactly.
sure what happened with how Andy Cole ended up going
It was
there.
very later on anyway, and I'm not.
went
You
to
know,
Blackburn.
and let's face
Blackburn,
facts. Yeah,
Burnley.
yeah. It wasn't like, and there was
That's
nothing wrong
actually
with
crossing the borders a bit, innit?
Burnley, Blackburn.
Burnley.
That's
Burnley.
that's the worst derby in the world in terms of violence and arrest per person, I think, or per.
Only
100
separated,
people,
only
whatever.
separated by a road,
I used to
innit?
cover it. Yeah,
Let's get rid of this fella. His old mate's not doing his job.
mates, what's going on with these comments on this chat? Sat there playing
Rishab
football
says,
manager or whatever you're doing.
if you don't get Sancho, that means we have that much money to spend. Then why can't we get Thiago, Sergio, and Deo? The fact is, you probably could get those three, or more or less those three, for whatever it's going to cost you to get Sancho.
What would you take though? Would you take Thiago, Reguilon, them two, or Sancho? I'd take them two.
I'd have Sancho over.
If it was them three,
yeah.
I don't know why I did 4 then, but if it was them 3, and it was Thiago, Upamecano, and Reguilon, or just Sancho, I always go with the more players.
Really? I just think we need
a more defensive
something.
unit. We need something at the back.
I think Sancho would be very. Most games are going to end up 5-3 at United if we get him.
Jay's right. If going forward, we look awesome.
We do need
midfield
rotation
as well, but the defence, the best form of defence. You need a solid back 4. We've got the other tools in the department.
I thought you were going to say the best form of defence is attack then.
Yeah, I know. Oh,
yeah, the best form of defence is a solid back 4, which is a new spin. I'm not knocking it; it's a new spin on it. But I think personally, the only reason
Alex says, "Have I missed a cup in this cup?"
Yeah, end up winning games this season.
I just feel I don't know. I might be deluded, and you'll know better than me. I just think Axel's still got a future.
Why not?
Well, supposedly now he's fit.
Why not?
I do.
But how long's he fit for?
I know. People are going,
it's
"Oh,
a
Jay,
killer
you're
for him."
deluded. You're kidding yourself. But I do. I just think he has got a future.
Right, it's right to be optimistic about him because there is no more natural defender I have ever seen than Axel Tuanzebe.
And you've watched a lot of the academy and stuff like that, and I know you've.
This is what I like about this channel. We look and we promote the youth. I don't see any other channels doing that. We talk about the under 18s, under 16s, under 21s, under 23s.
Can't get to the 16s no more.
I know. Can't get any.
You've seen this kid we just signed, the 500 goal McNeil fella. Charlie McNeil? Is it Charlie McNeil?
Yeah, it's Charlie McNeil.
Draws on lad.
God.
Blood.
I liked him before he told me that. I'm only joking. Don't get your back.
I think United need a bit more Droylsden than me.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we do.
More Droylsden and Brandon Williams. I know he's not from Droylsden. In the same team, he's not a good.
Right, that's it.
Chaos.
So anyone who's going,
it's chaos.
Earlham, Droylsden, and Coach.
For all of those who aren't local,
the same brushes as
going
Droylsden and North Manchester as well.
Yeah, for all those who aren't local, are going, what the fuck is Droylsden? Right. You see how Brandon Williams plays? That's our parade.
Yeah, that's North Manchester. That's our parade, mate. Yeah,
hard.
But that is our parade.
Droylsden's like that. It's no other way around it, is it? This kid will be hard with no H. Just be hard. And he'll boot someone. And if he don't, his dad will boot him.
Yeah.
And he's a red.
Nice to see homegrown talent get in. I mean,
I don't know where this stat comes from. 500 goals. That's a lot of goals.
Is he
Pele?
Is he Pele? Yeah. Escapes the victory goal.
Scored 3 in the bath tonight.
How many retakes? How many reshoots? Yeah.
It's a lot of
I
goals.
don't know. It seems ridiculous. That
Spent a lot of money on the academy of late. That's been a bit of a model for the last 5 years or so. Chong, Burkhardt, Fosu Mensah, Leo Connor was one, even though it's not worked out for a couple of these. Those gambles, like, are £1 million a throw. They're well worth doing because if one of them becomes Greenwood or Rashford or even Chong could end up being a relative success, to be honest. Though they've made the money on it. We've got one from Real Madrid, one from Barcelona. We've got this Charlie McNeil kid. There was another kid that signed last week. I think we've got like 3 Spanish kids on the way in.
Yeah, there was one. I forget his name. Forgive me.
I think the 18s this year will be quite interesting watching.
Yeah, no, definitely. I mean, United's record has been good, and it's good to see Ollie giving youngsters a real chance, not just paying lip service like Jose did.
They might get a go in the Carabao. Some of them.
Yeah.
We are playing. Is it Reading or Luton? Away. It's Reading or Luton. Sure, we'll get a game.
Well, you've seen it with like.
What is Swinton then? Is it Salford or Manchester? Fucking neither. Might as well be Bolton.
Swinton?
Miles away.
No. Swinton's Salford.
Swinton's fucking miles away though.
Swinton is Salford, mate. Do you know what?
On the border with.
It's north west
M28.
Salford,
It's
isn't
M28. It's Salford. Is
it inside the M60?
It's right. If you live in Swinton, you'll know it's Salford, and you're probably telling everyone you live in Worsley because that's what people I used to know Swinton used to do.
I'm M4, me. I'm right in the city centre.
It is inside the M60. Fucking mission that way though, isn't it?
That's not that far.
Pendlebury. It's now near Pendlebury.
Go a bit closer. It's not that far away.
Just up the A6. You just follow the A6 through Salford, and it's there.
Look there, see Worsley's next door. See what I mean? People. I live in South Cheshire. Whereabouts? Salford. Very south.
Is Gorton or Droylsden worse? Gorton.
I used to love going Gorton sub when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Yeah, we all went and got into
Geography lessons incoming. Oh yes. Pendlebury Salford. Yeah, but is it though? I mean, it is, but is it though? Because for me, where's Salford? Weast.
There's a town you can
Eccles.
set your clock to.
Eccles. I got picked up outside a pub once in Eccles.
Which pub was it? Was it Rock? Rock
It was
House?
the one on Eccles New Road outside all them. Do you know where the flats are? Which have got a gate across the front of them. Because fuck that noise.
Yeah.
And the pub was all taped off outside, and that's where I was meant to meet someone. And I was like, "What's happening here?" Oh, just a guy came through with a fucking ninja sword. All right, what happened? What the fuck do you think happened?
It's happy
Look
hour.
at it.
Quiz night.
Shit went west is what happened. You're like, all right. Salford.
Eccles, yeah, I used to live in
High
Eccles.
five.
That's where I
I think we all had.
first lived in
I think
Manchester.
where we've all had moments where police helicopters been out, cars racing up and down. Yeah, we've all had that.
Where do you reckon the roughest part of Manchester?
When I was a reporter, and forgive me if you live here, but this is just the honest truth, right? Because I used to get sent to all these places. There's been a shooting. Jay, can you go to this? There's been a shooting here.
He's going to say Moston.
No. Yeah. I got threatened in Moston, you're right. I got threatened in Moston.
Hang on, right, let me guess. I'm going to say...
Right, if you get it, Moston's one. I had 3, and one of them I actually had a couple of good experiences there, so I knocked it off. So there was 2. Moston,
Colliers.
No, I had a bad experience with Colliers. But that
Miles
was
Platin.
You're not far off, no.
Newton Eve.
You're near. You're touching Clayton.
See, yeah, Clayton, yeah.
Clayton. People think Clayton. They'll think the Etihad and all that. No.
No, not really. That's more
Clayton.
it, really.
Yeah, I got threatened in Moston when there was a shooting there, and I knocked on a door, and this guy.
See, Alex Buckingham, Moss Side, no. It's just full of fucking students
it's
and
not,
kebab
it's not.
shops.
Yeah.
There's nothing fucking dodgy about Moss Side anymore.
But in Moston, it was
In the 90s, you might have had a point.
Yeah, in Moston, it was a woman who threatened me. She said to me, "Just wait till the lads get back here." I was like, "What lads?"
Yeah, all right. I'll sit in my fucking me branded up Q103 smart car and wait.
Clayton. I remember there was a shooting in Clayton once. Some lad threw a load of grenades and shot someone.
Moston makes
Bale
Broughton look like Beverly Hills.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, what's Droylsden? Do you remember Dale Cregan?
Yeah, well, Dale Keegan, he did Clayton, he did Droylsden.
He was from Droylsden.
Yeah,
It was-
Droylsden was the pub, wasn't it?
Yeah,
I've,
but he lived round the corner
'cause
from
I
me.
first got sent to that, yeah. But yeah, there was areas that you knew you were in for a tough time when you're knocking on doors going, "Excuse me, there's
Before
been
they
a
redeveloped
shooting
it-
there, man, can I just get a quick reaction?"
Hume was terrifying when I was growing up.
Yeah, that was
All the Hume Flats was a fucking scary place. Do you know what it reminded me of? Remember the film The Warriors? All you kids today have never seen The Warriors. Do you know what? I recommend
of it.
if
I've
you've
never seen
not
the film.
seen it.
Never seen the
not
film.
How
seen
have you
it.
not seen- not
How
seen
have you
that?
not fucking seen that?
Mate, it's an absolute slice.
That is a classic,
Cinema
and
heaven.
it holds up. It does hold up as well. Because some films, like when you watch them, like what should be a Taxi Driver? Boring. Just took too long doing
just
anything.
looks like
Oh no!
Escape from
And
New York.
Serpico, fucking boring.
Warriors just looks like Escape from New York to me.
I always think a Taxi Driver is what you'd be like if you didn't have an outlet. If YouTube didn't exist, you would be Travis Bickle driving around in your taxi, getting ready to unleash some carnage on someone. Well, thankfully, you just come in here and shout a bit now and again. That's your outlet. Yeah. Warriors. Yeah, those are the places, Clayton and Moss. I don't mean to disparage them because I grew up in a council estate and all the rest of it. But those are places that were just, they had a reputation and, a lot of
And
things
Coates
happen
is now
there.
New Islington.
But a lot of places like Ancoats has been rejuvenated. Moss Side,
Yeah, Hume Crescents.
when I was growing up, Hume and Moss Side were like, and the Sale Race Course as well had a bit of a reputation.
Thing is, Moss Side always had the reputation because of the Gunchester thing and all
Yeah.
the fucking the gooch and the drug violence and all that lot.
Donington,
But I always had
don't forget
family from there,
Yeah.
so never. It was like that's where my auntie lives. Like this isn't bad. She's got cats. What? If you know it, it's one of them. Innit? Like you said, like when I was a kid growing up, like I'd always get chased through Clayton.
It's not me.
Moss Side was fine.
And Coates is like, I was all right. If you know the right people, you're okay. Growing up.
I remember when I visited my cousin in Wales once, and I used to live in Wales for a little while, and I had a fight with a kid when I was at school there. And he came to my cousin's house with all his mates, and I thought he was going to kick off, but he was like my best mate because he thought in his head that I lived in Moss Side now. And that was so man. It's like, I heard you live in Moss Side in Manchester now. And I didn't. I was like, yeah, I do. He's like,
Where
alright.
am I trying to think of? South of Openshaw. Where is that?
Openshaw.
Right, Robert. ABA.
No, ABA. That's where I
I
was
don't really
thinking
know
of.
that. I don't really know up here. It's a bit out of my way.
Corrie Crew were chased out my Moss side by a gang a few years ago.
Well said, Jay. Taxi driver star in Howson. So
Should we do a spoof of it?
he knows. Someone's trying to keep the conversation going. Getting Bale would be like taking 2 steps back. Thanks for getting us back on track, mate. Apologies for the
sorry about
99% of our viewers who are probably not from Manchester going, what are these?
But I bet some of them love it and they go,
Yeah.
you know, because everyone just thinks.
Nostalgia. It's nostalgia, mate. Treasure it.
Have I watched Kisser yet on Prime? No, what's Kisser? Fuck are these guys talking about? That's the sort of comment we're looking for. Abbey Hayes Gorton. Yeah.
Sale race course always had a worse reputation than it deserved, I think. Oh yeah, the avenue's right near Sale race course, so you had that posh street, didn't you? And then I always thought the race. We always had dramas when I was in pints some of the race
David
course.
Tennant, 9 o'clock, plays a serial killer.
Oh, is it Des Nielsen?
Oh yeah, this is interesting.
looking forward
It's
to that.
Matty says the Athletics Phil Hayes mentioned that Leeds are interested in Tuanzebe. Any insight? No, but I would throw up in my mouth if Tuanzebe went to Leeds. That for them would be okay. We're quits now on Cantona and Rio and all that lot, and because that's bad. That's bad. That's
It is
one of
bad,
ours.
but I don't think it's quits on Cantona and Rio.
No, it is. It's not. They're not
Alan
having
Smith.
anything.
Alan Smith.
Yeah, Alan Smith. Anyway.
That
All right, we're
ruffled a
quits
few
on Alan
feathers.
Smith.
Probably the greatest defender, or one of the greatest defenders of all time, and the greatest striker of all time, isn't quite up there with us selling them Axel Tuanzebe.
I think you're wrong.
Ollie Sharp.
Sharpie was a bit. He was probably the right time for him to go when he went there.
Oh, Tuanzebe going Leeds.
It would be awful, and there'd be no point to it from our point of view. What
Best
would you do?
moment at Leeds, Cantona, 4th goal, right in front of us.
Vasco says, I'm too young to remember Leeds being in the Prem. How intense was that rivalry? To them, it was everything. I think we're their biggest rival
Yeah.
in their head.
Yeah, it's like City, isn't it?
Google what are the roses.
Yeah,
United
like, other than
Leeds.
local derbies and stuff in Leeds, I think it's always been about United.
Should we ball a bit of piss? Yeah. All right. I think if you're from a... Why have you just put it on me solo?
Go on.
If you're from
So I want to distance myself from this.
one
just
of
in case.
those fucking one-town teams, right? Or one-team towns, even.
Like Manchester.
Well played. Well, it's 2 in Manchester. Thank you.
So United and United reserves.
Stretford Paddock.
Why didn't I see that one coming? Sorry, yeah. Paddock FC.
Right. So if you're one of these fucking poxy one club fucking towns, you're not a big club.
Ooh, Newcastle as well.
No. It's a massive city. One football team. Fuck out of here.
Is there an exception to that rule? Can anyone come up with one? Is Stephen right? If you're from a one-town club, is that club not a big club?
So go on. Are Newcastle a big club? No, they're not.
What's this chat?
No, here's the thing. You can't be a big fucking club when you're the only fucking club in that town.
Sorry, someone in the super chat. This window's so torturing, it makes me anxious. I feel so frustrated about Sancho. Deal, mate. This kills me. I'm crying inside. Oh, God, do something. Thoughts?
Stop fucking crying.
I'd take a deep breath, mate. It's not that serious.
Munich isn't a fucking... Unless you're calling me Munich. Munich isn't a fucking one club fucking town. Got 1860 Munich.
Yeah, exactly.
Barcelona isn't one club. No.
Espanyol.
Dortmund
No,
are...
it's Madrid. Madrid isn't it?
No, Dortmund's not a thing. Dortmund's a two to what's it?
Schalke.
Yeah, Schalke, yeah. Newcastle isn't a big city, just Gateshead a shite, so everyone's supposed to
PSG, one town.
I
No,
don't
I think
think you
there's more
can
in
count
Paris.
it in certain countries, smaller countries. I get where you're coming from in England.
But even if you discount City, Greater Manchester with Bolton and fucking Wigan, you know, and even just on the outskirts of that, you've got Bury and
Well, you had Bury,
and
yeah.
fucking you did, and what's it fucking face, Blackburn and Burnley. These
Burnley.
are like fucking really close, really, and then you've still got. All right, outside of the top, you've got Stockport. You've got there's like 30 fucking football clubs in Manchester.
Yeah,
At various different levels.
Real core
Would you-
football.
From your West Didsbury and
Would you
Charlton all the
say-
way through Droylsden, Stalybridge, Celtic, all those fucking lot.
Would you say Leicester are the only club in Leicester? Or would you associate the likes of?
Derby.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Nottingham.
not really in Leicester,
Right,
is it?
but are they a big club?
I'll tell you what, if Nottingham
No, they've
Forest,
had a couple
Nottingham
of
Forest
seasons
are,
of success,
hey,
haven't they?
If you've got a couple of European Cups to your name, you classed in that bracket.
Well, Notts County are a big club. Notts County. The reason Juventus wear
Notts
black
County's
and
not won a
white.
European Cup.
Yeah, but the point
Oldest
is they've
team,
not
maybe.
just
There's
got
also
one.
2 teams in Nottingham.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Right next to each other, and Notts County historically are a big club because you know.
Ross says Coventry, not a big club.
I I don't know. It's an interesting one. I mean,
There you go. Salford. The thing is, a lot of people classify Salford as part of Manchester, which is incorrect, but it happens because
Salford,
the two cities are
before the football, it was
symbiotic,
more
aren't they?
rugby, wasn't it, with Salford?
But either
Salford's
way,
always been
it's only
United
got a
town.
couple of
It's
thousands.
always been a United thing.
Like with
Salford.
rugby as well. Though.
Yeah.
Someone writing Reading. No.
Reading.
No. Ajax. Amsterdam has got more than fucking Ajax in it.
Sorry.
Turin.
Turin.
About Torino. How about them? You ever heard of that?
Yeah, Torino.
Mitch, thanks for that contribution, Mitch. You've just named one of the biggest clubs in the world that you've missed out
Well,
there.
what about Milan?
Inter, AC.
Mitch's contribution to the conversation there, producer Mitch. Shouts out Turin.
Apparently there's a team called FC Amsterdam. Never heard of them, but whatever. And apparently there's about another 9 teams in Amsterdam. So Ajax are obviously the biggest. Stoke, get out.
Oh.
Oliver, you really put Madrid? And Madrid's got 3 anyway on it.
Yeah, Real Vallecano.
Correct.
I love the way you say that.
Yeah, because that's definitely not what
Real
it said.
Vallecano.
No, I like the way you say it.
Chris
Great
says,
man.
what about Mogadishu? I'm going to have to hold my hands up here. And I'm going to say,
No,
No,
there's
not a
Mogadishu
clue.
FC and Mogadishu United.
Deportivo La Coruña. One team town. Bilbao. One team town.
yeah, but like
Is
socially-
Bilbao one team town?
Athletic,
Is it?
And they've
that's
won
the
the
only
Europa
time.
League a couple of times.
Athletic might be one of those, but they're such a weird
Sevilla?
fucking thingy.
Is it Sevilla?
Sevilla's not better.
No.
Seville.
Sevilla's got better. Yeah.
Yeah, Leeds. This is the point I'm making. Well played.
I mean, yeah, you may have a small point there.
Yeah, Leeds United were called Leeds City before 1920.
No way.
It will be good though to watch that game
Oh, yeah.
to see United
Water
versus
Roses.
Leeds.
And if you don't know the...
I hope we're back in the fucking stadium for it, Jake. 'Cause if I have to watch it on telly, I'm going to headbutt a fucking table.
I
know.
don't see it happening this
The bad
season.
thing is, wasn't the last one at Old Trafford the Jermaine Beckford one? So,
Still going on about that.
I know.
10 years
I
on.
think they literally had a parade for that. So yeah, it'll be good.
AS Monaco, but not a big club. A rich club.
Monaco. Is
Someone
that-
just wrote Celtic. Stop. Oh, I'm not getting into that.
Go on, Steve.
Leeds is a rugby town. Most Leeds folk are into rugby, but I'm not sure that's true because
that's
Leeds
not true.
United still get far more attendance
Ashley
than
Jenkins, what happened to full-time Devils? That's a very good question, that.
who?
To be fair,
Dunno,
This
mate.
is now what used to be full-time Devils. Ash.
Fiorentina. I don't think they're the only team in Florence. They might be. But
I
I don't
you
think
see,
they
I
are.
hate this because my geography is terrible,
Lavina, I think
and I'm going to
Lavina
look
are
like a
part of
proper
it. There is another team round
Brexit
there.
type who just doesn't
Right
know
into
anything.
Miami. Okay, but no. America don't
Miami.
fucking count. They've literally got like one MLS team per fucking state.
And if it don't work out, they'll just move to the other side of the country.
There's a geezer I know who used to work for FC Dallas, right? MLS team. They've got a junior team.
Right.
Well, I think they said he called it the Premier clubs, which is basically all satellite academies. They've got on their books 50,000 kids,
What? How?
and the reason like facilities and stuff in America are just bananas, right? All them kids are paying $4,000 a year. Imagine that. It's a $5 for subs in England.
Imagine
And some
it.
people are like, "Why have I got to pay a $5?"
Imagine explaining that away to the flying squad. Why have you got 50,000 kids on your computer, sir? No, they're all on the books.
50,000. Can you imagine the fucking... We're struggling to get kit at the moment because
50,000.
the Rona's just completely fucked all sorts of supply chains. Imagine I get fucking kit. I'm trying to get for 2 teams.
That's ridiculous.
They've
that.
got, I
That's
think he
just
said
unreal.
240 teams, something fucking nuts like that. It's so many kids.
Ridiculous.
Do they own an island? Well, they are the team in Texas. So I imagine they've just gone... Because Texas is like the size of England.
Yeah, it's massive, isn't it, Texas?
So they've just gone fucking get them all out here like that.
It's different. It's just different levels over there, isn't it? Some of the stuff. It's
But
just
isn't it mad
such a
though? But
massive...
you think the facilities that they'd have that, the facilities that you can do with that sort of fucking income, that's probably funding FC Dallas. That sort of fucking
100%. Texas is much bigger than England. Yeah, I thought it was. It's fucking huge, isn't it?
Definitely bigger than England, but yeah, it's also warmer. I've just warmed up the Chinese from 2 days ago.
You're allowed to do that with
That's
Chinese.
dangerous.
No, Chinese is alright. You can do that with Chinese.
Cold pizza's better.
Pretty sure
Throwing that
Marseille
out.
is a one-club city. You may be right on that one.
See, I don't like. This is what I mean. I don't know. He could be right. I've
But
got
again,
a clue.
I'm not sure they're that big. I learned a lot about Marseille and that. And
Did you see that last night?
did I?
Oh, Neymar. Oh, dear.
5 red cards is fun. That's like a Stretford Paddock game. The
Did you see the fans afterwards? They were celebrating till like 2-3 in the morning.
that's
In
a
the-
big derby. That Paris and Marseille is.
How's that a derby if it's
Well,
on
it's-
the other side of France?
It's not, but it's United Leeds, isn't it? It's just one of those.
It's like Real Madrid, Barcelona, isn't it?
Yeah, that's the big fucking. That's United, Liverpool. It's the 2 most successful clubs having it. The Evra sort of explains to me why they don't like him.
Really?
Basically, the way he described it, he's a Parisian.
Yeah.
They don't like Parisians.
Right.
They was never going to take to him when he went to Marseille.
Right. Okay.
He goes, he's like Scouse, like Rooney. He goes, but if he was a red side.
Ah,
And I
very
was
good.
like, all right, perfect explanation. I fully understand
Yeah.
why they don't like you.
Right. So it's that sort of thing. Because even by standards, French standards, if I'm allowed to be somewhat racist, do like a bit of a kick off sometimes. Don't we? The French, we've seen it in our own eyes. But even by their standards, it was like, wow.
Well, Neymar last night, I seen what's happened.
I mean,
4
yeah.
sent
I
off.
mean, it's talk of him getting racial abuse and things like that. So I don't blame him for reacting like that. But it was just crazy to watch that level of
The one that
scrapping.
sparked it, I don't really even know what happened still. Guy goes down, brawl.
Yeah.
And even had a crowd in there, didn't they?
Wild.
They had crowd. Was that
the
the
rolling around though was just ridiculous.
Oh, yeah, there was some fucking.
Oh
rolling
my
around going
God.
on.
Was that the Charity Shield, their version of it? Cup winners v
I'm not sure.
league title.
I don't even know. Do you know what, mate? I didn't even know the game was going on until I saw it on social media when everyone was going like 5 red cards, can't believe it. And then I just seen the video clip of it and it was just like, it was just unreal. Lots of theatrics and a bit of violence.
I think PSG got a Champions League final hangover still. That won't go away anytime
Well,
soon.
there's talk of Mbappe going in now, so no doubt he'll be linked with us for the next year. or
12
so.
months on Liverpool, yeah.
And
Well,
he'll
no one sensible's getting him. He's going to City or something. Oh, Vinay says, ask Jay about his haircut style. I need to tell my barber. How often do you deal with that?
deal with it every morning. Short back and sides. That's, what served me well over these last 20
Can't
years.
get at my barber. So I know a couple of you.
Yeah, you two have been having barber dramas, haven't you?
Look
Which I'm
like
really
getting
sympathetic
in,
about.
and my beard's overgrown a little bit. I'm aware of this. These are consequences of the Rona. People have not fucking closed for a couple of weeks, and I can't get an appointment. It takes you 2 weeks to get an appointment anyway, right? So I book out like 10 at once usually.
Jesus.
And then when he's dropped me in the middle, it means I'm now like a month without one. So another 9 days away.
I DIY
Don't know how you
one
cope.
during lockdown. No barbers, clips.
Yeah, I did it once. Looked like I just escaped from somewhere.
My missus did our lads there. She did a decent job, to be fair. I was a little bit worried when she said she was going to cut his hair, but it was all right.
No, but hey, you had a good one. Got
Beard, yeah, I had a lockdown beard that I probably got rid of once lockdown had fully ended.
Right, I think we're going to wrap it up there. But
Just
cheers, Andy, for joining us.
Sorry, just go up a little minute. I wanted to see what Joe Squabry said then. Was it something about the college system? It doesn't matter if you can't see it.
Oh, yeah.
I was just
So Joe
curious.
said US sports at college level is unreal. They go school and then play at 80,000 seat stadiums on the weekend on national TV. Imagine that in England.
I just wanted to get you quick before you end, because was it you that was advocating United should have a stadium for the academy?
100%.
Yeah, no, I think that's a really good
And we,
idea.
we definitely need
I think
one.
it's a nonsense that we haven't.
We need something close to Old Trafford.
I'm not saying 80,000 seat stadium,
They've got the-
obviously.
they've got
I
the-
just
they've
mean a
got the place to do it.
designated.
They've got the
Right,
site,
let
they've
me
got
just
the
throw
land
this
to
out
do
there. Stretford Paddock are going to need some facilities at some point. Manchester United probably need a stadium in Stretford. Let's have a conversation.
Sounds good to me. Mates, don't forget that link,
Very
yeah?
muttered
That
that,
link,
wasn't
that link in the chat to the greatest podcast other than this
Yeah,
one.
make sure you go and check out Scotty and Motti. I do like the general vibe of US college sports. I think it's bullshit they don't let them get paid. Or if they say, right, we're not paying you, but you can earn off your endorsements, crack on, lads. You can't sell fucking video games and be like, yeah, you're not allowed money. And you got
I like the way, I don't know a lot
you.
about American sports, but I like the way they have the academic side with the youngsters as well.
Yeah, but
Is that-
it's
am I
the,
right? I mean-
no, it's the most fucking box-checked fucking bullshit ever. They're not getting a proper
it's not?
education. No. Have you seen? Go and find. I'll try and find you a good documentary.
Because I did
Shows
watch
them getting
Coach
up
Carter, so I think I'm something of an expert on
They're
this.
getting up at like 6 a.m, doing 3 hours of whatever, getting an ice bath, going to the gym, going fucking getting a shower, doing 3/4 of an hour of lessons, and then back to the gym for another fucking 8 hours. They're not fucking
Alright,
stupid.
I thought they were actually like the grades were important.
I mean,
Stand
Alex will tell you. I don't know if he's mentioned. Alex went to America and played fucking golf. And I was like, how's that a thing? How's that a thing? He went to Durham University on a full scholarship here in that there UK for fucking playing golf. I kid you not. And then got a full fucking caboodle in America for playing golf.
He's the most Tory non-Tory I've ever met, Alex. He stinks of being a Tory, but he's not.
Yep. Right, cheers for tuning in. There we go. That is us. Make sure to subscribe. Is there another show out tonight?
Tonight? No, this is it. Tomorrow, though, you've got the news, you've got podcast, and you've got Transfers Live. I think it's me and Joe Smith tomorrow night.
I could probably drop in afterwards, actually.
Yeah, there you go. Stephen Howson's going to come on Transfers Live as
It's
well.
9 o'clock, isn't it?
9 o'clock, so Howson's on it.
Could potentially come after training.
Come in. Can you come in with an exclusive for us?
Well, no, I can come in.
All right, then. All right,
I'll tell you, Paddock have signed.
Just come
Looking
in.
forward to Paddock.
Just come in and limit the
Looking forward
Limit the
to
Paddock
it.
chat to.
All right, well, I'm going to do a bit more now then, if that's all right.
Yeah, sure.
Right, if you're in the Manchester-ish area and you would like to come, we're allowed fans in the stadium. So we're having fans in the stadium until the FA go, that's too many fans, you dickheads, and then stop us doing that. But I don't think we'll get anywhere near that. We've got a 3,000 capacity on the stadium that we've got. So Saturday, the 26th of September, you're going, Steve, that rings a bell. Are United playing Brighton that day? Yes, we are. And yes, we are showing the game in the bar. So here's what's going to happen. United are going to play. We're going to beat Brighton. And then you're going to go, turn round with your beer still in your hand, because at this level of football, you can have a beer and watch the game. You're going to turn round and you're going to watch Paddock in stadium, in person.
Can I just follow up?
And it's fucking free. We're not charging you.
Can I just follow up as well? And then on the following Monday, you know what's the highlights with me and Pundit Jay commentating?
Yeah.
Get me in on commentating.
All right,
as well,
sorry, yeah.
I'll do commentating.
In fact, we'll get a team of us
Yeah.
commentating.
Yeah. Butcher's arms.
Squad.
Squad.
Yeah.
Squad goals.
Hey, what do you reckon came first, the nickname, the Bloods, or the fact that they play at the Butcher's Arms? Because I only made the connection this week.
Butcher's arms.
Yeah, you're probably right. Right, cheers for tuning in. We're playing at Droylsden if you didn't catch that as well. So it is a
Droylsden
stadium.
FC.
And you can get there on the Metrolink, and it's literally 100 metres from the Metrolink station to the turnstile, and there's 4 pubs.
5?
No.
I'm sure there's 5.
Did he serve Pepsi Max Cherry?
Yeah.
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 I'm not there anyway because I'll
Yeah.
be doing watch along, I think. So, but I'll be there in spirit. Wishing you guys well.
You could get
I will be wishing you well because you're in the right mood if you don't win. Honestly, it's a nightmare.
All right, we're going now. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.